There was a speech by Maya Angelou, and she was saying that she was always fascinated when someone came up and declared to her, "I am a Christian." And she said, "Already?" And it would seem to me that being a Christian is something we're constantly trying to become. It's difficult to say, "Okay, I'm a Christian, I'm finished." This whole sense that we're done with continuing to grow in accepting our role as disciples. I think she was trying to get into that sense that all of us are continuing on that journey, on that path. And Paul understood that with the Corinthian community. And he realized that there are people who are having difficulty just fully accepting that and giving themselves over into that. And so there are times they're saying yes and times they're saying no. And I think all of us struggle with that throughout our lives. There's days we're just like, yes, Lord, I can go anywhere. I could go to Mars and be a missionary. And there are days where like, God, just I can't even get out the door today. But a whole sense of that struggle between fully saying yes to the Lord and not holding anything back. That's a lifetime. It takes a lifetime of yeses. A lifetime of saying yes to God. We're preparing for our event for our teens, City of Saints, that's coming up in August. And the whole idea, as Archbishop Gomez was saying, is this is your city, be a saint. And I think sometimes that scares us. Like, why would I have to do all this now? And as I've been thinking about it, it's not, the saints did not become who they were, who they are, by doing this big yes and then that was it. They didn't have to go back. But every day, continuing to make these yeses to the Lord as He continued to invite them and encourage them and challenge them to move a little bit farther along the path. And all those little moments where they said yes began to build within them. And so they became that salt and that light that was constantly giving flavor, that was constantly bringing light, not flickering or not losing its taste, as Jesus was saying in the gospel today. And so, brothers and sisters, perhaps one of the questions we might ponder ourselves is, what generates within us the resistance to saying yes to the Lord's invitation? What are the things that still kind of block us from really fully giving of ourselves? We just had 2 Saturdays of wonderful ordinations of priests and then permanent deacons. And there's a very powerful moment when the candidates are laying flat on the floor, a sign that they're giving themselves completely over to God in that ministry. And what prevents us from doing the same in our own lives? And perhaps to confront that resistance with a humble yes. The same humble yes that our Blessed Mother gave when the Archangel Gabriel visited her. A yes that was beginning of a sequence of all these other yeses that led her to witness the salvation of humanity.